What does it take for somebody as evil as Itamar Ben Gvir to be so happy he's handing out sweets in the Knesset? The Zionist Knesset has just voted on a motion to approve the death penalty for Palestinian prisoners. It passed the first vote, it'll go through a review, and then there's 2 more votes, and with the most extreme Zionist government in existence, it is very likely that this gets passed into law. Now, this is obviously very dangerous. We'll talk about why, but first of all, why are they doing this now? It comes off the back of the genocide in Gaza, where one of the things that we've seen over the past couple of years is the prisoner exchanges. And in these prisoner exchanges, the resistance in Gaza has released the hostages and the prisoners that they took on October 7, the majority of whom we know were IOF soldiers and active in duty. And in return, the Zionists have released thousands of Palestinians who were in captivity in their prisons. These scenes were quite humiliating for the Zionists, and their population was very angry at the government for allowing Palestinians who were in their captivity to be released back into the West Bank and into Gaza, and sometimes into foreign countries. They want all of these Palestinians who are captured to serve lifetime after lifetime after lifetime in prison. They don't want to release any of them, especially in the context that, in 2011, one of the most humiliating times for them, Gilad Shalit, an IOF soldier who was taken by Hamas, was released in exchange for over 1,000 Palestinian prisoners. Amongst those prisoners released at the time of the Shalit deal was, most famously, Yahya Sinwar, who became the leader of Hamas in Gaza, and in many ways was one of the masterminds behind the October 7 attack. And look, Palestinians that get captured are often not charged with crimes, or they're not guilty of crimes, and if they are charged with a crime, that crime is simply resisting the occupation that they've been placed under. There is a 99% conviction rate of Palestinians who face court. There are very few of them that face court. 99% conviction rate. Anybody who knows anything about courts will tell you that that is unreasonable, that it's impossible for there to be a true 99% conviction rate, and that tells you without any doubt that they are falsely charged with crimes that they never committed. And as if it needs to be said, but there are multiple human rights groups that have commented on the processes that are just unfair in the Zionist courts, that there is no due process, that there are language barriers, that they're placed before military courts and military prosecutors even though there are civilians that are captured, and that the punishments that get laid down to them are completely unreasonable. Now, the death sentence will be one of these options. And we all know what the outcome will be for Palestinians who are captured, whether or not they're guilty of the thing that they're being accused of. This is a completely unprecedented scenario. This is something completely new that the Zionists have not done before. It's one for us to keep an eye on over the next couple of weeks or months as it potentially gets passed into law. We make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects all of those Palestinians who are in the prisons of the occupiers. We pray that they are released, and we pray that the end of this occupation comes sooner rather than later.